Hello, everyone. How is everyone? I'm going good, thank you. Gaitri says, how does G feel towards me? It seems like pretty positive. They see you as being very extroverted and very passionate. Um, they are struggling to converse with you. Maybe it's because they find you very attractive. And their energy is positive overall. They really want to approach this. Pelix says, my relationship with a Dimpashu will be successful. Okay, there is temptation here. They know that you like them, but they don't seem to be wanting to reciprocate. There's also moderation. So this person's in their environment's quite in chaos. So I would say that they're really not thinking about a relationship. It's time to take back control of your life, free yourself. That's what the cards say. SB says, hi, Karen. Such as current feelings after my message. Well, there seems to be a little bit of coldness there, a little bit of stillness. They're considering other options as well, and they're thinking about the bigger picture of this. You're very welcome. Angelina says, what is A talking about me? A's a little bit worried that you're struggling right now mentally. They wish that you could see, like, or step outside your comfort zone, because they think that that would help. But overall, they're kind of concerned for you. That's what I would say. I can't stay on long waiting in physical therapy. See you soon after your. I should be on for a little bit. Positive vibes. Taro says, question 1. Hi, how are you? That's not your question. I'm going very good. Characteristics of A's future spouse. So I feel like this person tends to be a little bit more quiet and sweet, a little bit more introverted. They like being more how would I explain it? Someone that likes doing homely things. They tend to have that homely vibe. The other thing is they tend to work on their own hobbies and interests. So they tend to be quiet. A lot of times I don't think that a lot of people around them know exactly what they're thinking. And you might not, A might not know everything until that is the case. But there is a very strong love there. So I do feel like this person probably does a job that they don't really get to be around a lot of people, that they'll be like a gardener or something like that, where they don't tend to stay around people a lot. They prefer animals over people. Okay, so Abia says, hey, when do you see me getting engaged? Well, the cards say not for a while, not for a very long time, but Abia, it's just because you don't feel like you're good enough in relationships, so it either gets sabotaged or you let the relationship slide out. So the cards say pay attention to red flags. You might be putting red flags out there without knowing, so but I think it's just your self-worth needs to be worked on. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So there you go, Abia. Ifra says, can I ask what the Taurus thought about me when he saw me? So Ephra, there was a lot of major thoughts there. That he definitely wants to chase, or this Taurus wants to chase, but they're growing themselves. So they're kind of taking a step back for them to not look impulsive or foolhardy, even though they really want to chase you. Was in a relationship? Why I asked? Oh, I'm sorry, Abia. I would say a long time then. I'm sorry if they didn't resonate with you. Samaria says, is Baba filled with fear of losing me, and will he give commitment to you very soon? I feel like this person's in a mental headspace that they're always scared of things not going the way they want. I think they're being a little bit cold about getting married or getting engaged with you. But you should flirt. This would be how to connect with this person on their love language. Ankita says, hello, MA. Will Arake Saha come back to Subham Kundu's life? Permanent reunion, marriage, commitment. Next action is the soulmate connection or any other connection. I feel like this person's going to come back to this person's life. They're holding out strong, but I think that they're thinking that there's other options, but I feel because they're getting pulled back to this person, that they're going to reconcile. Past life relationships, this is maybe why they're getting pulled back. You've known each other before, and flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So there you go. I hope that helps. Rupali says, was Gina impressed with me in today's interview and Metro after taking my feedback will hire me? Well, you definitely impressed her, but I think the hardest part is that there's a lot of things here that you might need to self-reflect on when it came to this interview. It's harder because there's a lot of self-reflection that needs to be done and planning. So those are important, the cards say. But it seems like you were quite impressive. It's just little things that you need to work on. I think if you work on those, you will actually get the thing that you want. Mia says, question 1, who is the person I'm going to marry? I'm Aquarius and I've been told he's a fire sign. It's interesting because you have water here and you have earth. I don't think that you are got a fire sign instead. Give me a second. Okay, so me. Okay. So it seems like new love. It doesn't feel like someone's coming back. The second thing is that you will offer your heart. They won't take you it the first time. and you will try to win them over. But I don't see. It's interesting because the water signs are letting me think it's more water. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept the support of others, and romantic feelings. Your feelings are worth a real and being exploring. So I feel like you're going to want this person to pay you attention, but they won't the first time around. What star sign are they? It's interesting because it's really going for that Taurus energy. It could be a Virgo cusp too. There's nothing else that it's really going for. It really likes that Taurus and Virgo energy. And that's it. It's really not showing anything else for you. Sorry about that. Okay. All About Maine says, Cassandra, how are you? Lots of love. Oh, thank you. Perfect Short says, hey, my name is Ria. I saw a guy a few days back and I fell for him. I have a huge crush on him. Does he even know I exist? He definitely does know you exist. And he's going to be flirting with you very soon. There's kind of a weird thing that he's deciding whether he wants to come and talk to you or not. There's kind of like choosing not to come over, but he definitely knows you exist. And you will be flirting soon, and his energy is very much directed towards you. Queen says, hi Cass, how will I meet my first romantic partner? I think that's going to be very soon. Whether or not you keep this romantic partner is up to the way that you view yourself. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations, and this situation could be a marriage. So it feels like you might get to keep this one, but it depends on how you feel about yourself. But I feel like it's very, very soon for you. Crush Mysterious says, new sub, thank you. Will I start a job and when, please? You are very much 100% freaking out about this. The cards say stop what you're doing and walk away from the things that are not serving you. There's a lot to walk away from in your past life that's not serving you. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah. Nothing can cover this situation, so don't stress too much, okay? But it seems like you're called to not worry so much and kind of walk away from the things that are not serving you, because I think overall it might take you a little bit of time, but I think it'll be sooner than later. Any messages? Scientist, can you write that again? You're very welcome, Queen. Cause I don't know how you want that said. Emily says, what is my love and what are my enemies up to? I don't think that you've got a lot of enemies, to be honest. The cards are drawing a blank on that. There's interestingly enough people that are attention focused towards you. There seems to be more than one love for you, but one of them's more focused on money and the other one's more focused on you. So I feel like there's two love interests for you. Believe in the impossible and surrender to the divine is your message for today. Any messages regarding the songs I listen to and sing? Thank you, scientist. I was a little bit confused about what you mean. Okay. There's a lot that you're distracting yourself with at the moment, and there's also a lot that you want. But you're not asking in the right way. So at the moment, I think the songs are not really resonating to you completely. And the cards are saying stop focusing on the future and focus on the present. So I think with the songs, you have to be so in that kind of state that you forget about yourself and you don't see this as being like something to get you to somewhere. You're just like focused on it so completely that you lose track of time and you lose track of yourself. I hope that helped you. Tatiana says, how is Samuel feeling about me? Really good. It seems like they're saving their feelings for only you, but it seems also that they really want to be together with you. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate, and there might be some time apart between you guys, but I don't see that being a bad thing. Giving yourselves a little bit more space together, things. So Mo says, how does Atheli think about that? Atheli feel about me, says Mo. This person can't really decide how they feel about you. There seems to be a lot of decisions that they choose not to make. They also don't tend to respond to your feelings as well as you would like. They're just proceeding on with their life. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. There could be just that this person doesn't know exactly what they want, and that's slowing down your connection. Richie says, me and Dash were doing great. But suddenly a third party came between us. He still talks to me. I'm confused what he wants to me. I want get things as fine as soon as possible. Okay. So Ruchi, this message is for you. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of things happening for you. And I don't see a lot about them. So the Ace of Wands, it seems like you're getting something that you want. You're also probably moving job, and there's more self-reflection on your part. So I do see like you working more on yourself than like working with them. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy and separation. Time apart from your partners on horizon. It seems like the cards are saying take a break from focusing on them and work on yourself because there's only good things coming in for you. And that if you work on yourself, most of the time people are coming back to you. You know, as soon as you don't think about them, they'll come back. Ariana says, how would Brian treat me as a girlfriend if we went on a date, and how would it go? Okay, so Donna. Okay, so it seems like a heart is healing for you both. There's also getting out of headspace. It might not go completely the way that's planned, and you might find that you take a little bit of break with this date, but I think that it will work itself out and you will laugh about your first date. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. Those are your cards. You're very welcome, Ruchi. Pooja says, what does my father want for me? Okay. Your father doesn't want you to worry so much about other people. There's also a feeling of like being more present minded and also realize who you are. Because I think that he wants you to be looked after as a very caring and supportive person that you are. He definitely wants you to be looked after. Yeah, I think it's more coming down to being your own self, seeing yourself like he does. Fatin says, will Othman contact me? Will contact me this week and when? He didn't respond on my message. I feel like this person's not going to probably respond this week. Next week, yes. Probably very early next week, but not this week. They're enjoying the weekend, so they won't be in contact with you until I feel like Tuesday, Wednesday next week. A Divine Soul says, current feelings of E for me, are we meant to be together? There's temptation not to imagine like life with them. I do see you like stepping outside, like being more society's norms, but I don't feel like this thing will work out. Seems like it's not always a thing. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations, and getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there you go. But from the cards, I see you being more drawn to being your own self instead of what other people expect you to be. Erica says, please ask the pendulum, is David the Gemini in love with you? Is David the Gemini in love with Erica? Is David Gemini in love with Erica? It's saying perhaps. It's being a little bit of tease. And then it says yes, so it's stopped being a tease, it's just saying yes. Okay, so Sumia says, first question, what's the feelings of Nitam for me tomorrow after seeing my messages? Will he love me? There seems to be a holding on to the past, but there's also two women here. So I feel like this person might be seeing two different people. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, so it seems like you might be taking a break a little bit more from this person. But yeah, it seems like there's two people here, so do you realize that he's probably thinking about someone in the past, or yeah, he's yeah, I would say it's what someone in the past and you. Hannah says, "Hello, hey, how are you? What does the Pisces think of me?" Divine Soul, did I actually do your question? Okay. So I'm doing these. How does my friend M perceive me after the conversation? Did it work out against my progress and make me look stupid? After a conversation. No, I don't think so. I think they're very intrigued. Obviously keep a lot of your happiness to yourself, but they seem to be very interested and very intrigued and they want to share more. So I don't feel like it's stupid. Divine Soul, his feelings for you. Well, it seems like you're a very passionate person. He's definitely known that about you. There's a feeling like he's focusing more on the future than focusing on the present, and his heart is healing. So overall, it's hard because he's really not concentrating a lot on one aspect of you. Like, I think give him time. That's what I would say. But he definitely sees you as passionate and very warm and very extroverted. Getting to know each other and keep an open mind is your romance angels oracles. But I feel like this person's going to have to warm up to you a little bit more. I hope that helps. Enchantress says SM's feelings and actions towards me this month. There feels like this person's got something that they need to, that they're going to be slightly less honest with you about. And I think this is just them juggling with their finances. So do realize that they might be telling you something. Um, maybe because they don't want to hurt you, but it's something to do with their finances. Um, it's time to disconnect from the world. So they might do um like a bit where they might be trying to live life cheaply. Time apart from your partners on the horizon, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now. But I think they might be less in contact because they want to save money. But the rest of it, they might not realize that you might want to just spend time with them. That's all I could say about this reading. Super High says, will I get a second job this year? The cards are saying that you might not be like really talking yourself up or kind of looking at how to hold a job. It seems like you're very good at trying to get a job. You just don't always hold them. And the cards are being a little bit more detail orientated. Your commitment's being tested, and don't let pride get in your way. So it might come down to just trying to do the next job that comes up and see how you go instead of being very specific. Nina says, messages from Sagittarius. Do you realize the chat is going very fast for me? So, Nina says, messages from Sagittarius. They're a little bit worried about them, well, I say themselves, but there's a lot of things that they need to work on. This is not involving you because they do really want to spend time with you and play and have a great time, but they're scared of like falling in this relationship. It's causing them a lot of like mental stress. They're also growing themselves, so there seems to be a lot of anxiety, a little bit worrying. I think that's what I would say, but it's possibly because they don't feel they're good enough for a relationship yet, Nina, and they really want to be the best that they can be for you. Hannah, how are you? I'm going good. Uh, Hannah, you can go back in time. I should have just done it. So, oh, did I not? Okay, I'll do it again. Hannah, what does the Pisces think about you? There seems to be a moderation and a little bit more like showing little parts of them. It might be that they tend to find themselves a little bit too much. Yeah, they find themselves a little bit too much and they don't want to scare you away. There seems another like a little bit more options for them, but at the moment they just want to make sure that they don't have such a strong impression. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is and work with your love life. Bahrain says, who's coming towards me? Love reading, romance, angels, cards, please. Okay, so Bahrain, it seems like there might have been an offer of someone's heart that you might have rejected a little bit. You might be rushing into things way too much. It seems like your heart is still quite sore from the last relationship. So I think take your time being a little bit more intentful. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So I feel like that's still the thing. Unrequited love. There's not enough traction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So you might be rushing your heart, and you need to heal your heart before you move on. There's also this love offer on the table that you might have not seen or you might have rejected that you might need to come back to. But the rest of it is just take your time. Don't don't rush it too much. Mahini says, how will AJ feel and react when I wish him happy birthday? He will be a little bit stressed that day. It feels like a little bit more. But yeah, keep your happiness and vibe to your like, what would I say, inner happiness. You know, when you have a lot of happiness and you store it inside, it kind of goes everywhere. Everyone sees you happy, and you're not overspending yourself. So I think that's the message, is don't overspend yourself, because this person might be very busy on their birthday, and you might feel like they haven't spent a lot of time on the thank you message or contacting you, you know. SB Pisces says, current feelings of Fatima the Taurus towards me. There feels like this person might have given, like, yeah, I can understand this from a Taurus point of view. So I'll put this in perspective. They really like you, but because they approached you slightly not so great in the past, like they were attention seeking the wrong way. They're now pretending that it didn't matter, and they kind of go through their life like matter of factly, and be slightly cold to you. That doesn't mean that they don't like you. It might just mean that they feel like they've really stuffed it up with you, and they're pretending like it didn't happen, you know. They really like you though. Playfulness, time to recapture romance, is allow your youthful spirit of fun to life and soul. This is your soulmate. So yeah. And Nine of Pentacles, what is the feelings of Sagittarius for me? Well, this person's very emotionally linked to you. This is interesting because this is Queen of Swords and King of Cups. This is the relationship I have with my other half. This is going to be a very interesting connection. I'll tell you why. Because swords are air sign, but they tend to be very direct, very blunt. They don't tend to talk about emotions whatsoever. Cups, on the other hand, are very emotional people, and this could be where the issues arise. But yeah, there's strength here. There's a lot of like non-manifestation. It seems like you're both very practical people. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be because the King of Cups is in reverse, which means that they might be emotionally dependent, or yeah, so emotionally dependent, withdrawing from this, because one thing that they will definitely think is that the swords don't care because they don't react emotionally. This situation involves a marriage, so it could be a possible marriage there. But overall, if you are the swords, queens of swords, definitely be a lot more emotionally receptive, a lot more warm. Do you realize that your King of Cups is going to be coming from an emotional place? If you are the King of Cups, realize that this person might not approach things being very, they're not going to come from an emotional place. So don't feel upset if they're more direct and more blunt. It's not about you, unfortunately. Aqua says, Cassandra, please tell me, will Kay make things right between us, or will he choose to part ways? There is a feeling like this person's deciding whether they want to or not part ways. But the chasing makes me believe that they don't think that that's real. So they're still chasing you. You deserve love, you're lovable. There's also a feeling of no distractions. So this person might be like playing, but they're also really wanting you. But the cards say love yourself first. So I feel like do what you want to do. Be kind of selfish because this person's kind of playing you a little bit. Even if they don't expect to do that, you know. Tinu says question 1 pendulum is Nitesh Naga love me truly? Does Nitesh Naga love you truly? It was interesting because it was deciding that it seems like a yes to that. Asthma. I always say asthma. Is that okay? I have 2 interviews. You're very welcome, Aqua. On Monday, which interview will I succeed in school or company? Okay, so school or company. I feel like with this company, it's not going to be so good, but you can renew uh your interest in them later. The school, on the other hand, is very good. They might have worried that you were kind of not telling the truth so much or you were embellishing details, but at the same time, you've got to juggle there. So I'll ask this for the thing. You and your loved ones are safe for the school one? And believe in the impossible, but I do see the school working out more than the company. There you go. You're very welcome, Tinu. Virgo, welcome in. What's coming for me in love in the next few months? Virgo says, what is coming in love? You're definitely not getting distracted. The cards are saying be more in control of your love life, being more specific or being more looking, I think. The sun upright is spread your happiness to everything. Like be happy, like almost like get up in the morning with your cup of happiness and just spread it everywhere. The love is in upright, so it seems like the lovers are coming in for you, but it's more about being in control, I feel. And when you're more in control about what you want, when things come in for you, you're like, oh yeah, like I made this happen, you know? True love, there's a romance of a lifetime, and release your ex. Time is come to clear your energy. So I hope that helps you, Virgo. Dr. S says, will my love Swantra and me be married this or next year? No contact. I feel like there's a lot of fights and arguments. This person feels like you're still part of their life though. They're still very caring towards you. The King of Cups upright, so they seem to be very doting on you. Very soon, clearly decide what you want, so it comes in for you right now. And calling your soulmate, your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you closer together. So I think if you actually had a discussion about what you guys want, then that would be the case. Virgo, did you not get your reading, my love? Okay, so Nania says Adash spent a deep desire date with someone else. I don't know how it's gone. What is his feelings now? uh, is it still the same and wants me? Is there any next action? There's a feeling like this person's unsated and they're looking for more like options to ease that pain. I don't think a lot of people could keep this person happy. It's just not the case. Chemistry, there's strong magnetic attraction here for both of you. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I think spend your time being happy, but I feel like this person's not going to be satisfied. No matter what you do, this person will be always trying to look outside themselves to make themselves happy, you know? I hope that helped you. Archon says, does Erwin love me or love someone else? His inner feelings for me. He does want to stay with you. That's definitely the case. He does rush into things quite quickly, so he does tend to do that. There's over flirtation here too. It's hard with this person, because he does tend to love very strongly. This can be also a sign that he really loves you, or it's like loves the idea of being very romantically in a relationship. Now, this might mean that this person tends to be one of those people that gets really in love and then starts really backing off quite quickly. So do realize that could be the case. But I think this person's very much in love with you right now based on the cards. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now and worth waiting for. Your divine timing is in work in your love life right now. God's child, hello. Will B get his karma back from what is wrong? What he did wrong to me. Okay. So, God's child. Will he get his karma? I think he will. Because there's a lot of things that he's getting that so he feels like the sky's falling down on his head, and it feels like he has to actually really work quite hard to get it back under control. But the other thing that I would definitely feel, this person's quite selfish, so they hold things to themselves. And so therefore their life kind of falls apart because they never really truly share. And so yeah, I definitely feel like this person's in like a certain amount of personal hell right now. I usually say no because some people just naturally move on and they deal with their own things, but I definitely feel like this person's got some karma. Hey, Aesthetics says, hey love, I've been asking if my person's been talking to me with their friends and what they've been saying. Okay. Aesthetic. Okay, so it seems like he was talking about past times that he's felt ignored by you. Um some gripes, you know. But he's also like, you are the most hardworking individual that this person knows. It's also like spring celebration, like all the happy times since you've been here. There could be also that he's possibly like, I say he, you know, this person sits there and goes, oh yeah, this is the person I want to marry. There's a lot about like how good you are, um, versus like sometimes like uh the little bits of gripes that he has, like you spend too much time with your friends and stuff like that. But they're gripes. They're not really that bad. Maria says hi, subscribed and liked. Thank you, Maria. Can I know, will I marry someone from my past, my ex? Thank you for being very specific. Um, the cards say have a bigger picture. Like don't be so specific. But your energy is going where it needs to go. And like I think the next relationship you're in is the one that you're going to be with. Worth waiting for, divine timings at work in your love life and wedding. This situation involves a marriage, so I'm correct. Um, I feel like from the cards they're saying that there's someone better out there that's better suited to you than your ex, because it's saying don't focus on the specifics, see the bigger picture. So I don't think your ex is going to be the one that comes back. Um, Weirdly enough, I do see you working towards like a new person. Tyrell, thank you. Will Sam contact me for reconciliation? Says Tyrell. Thank you for keeping your question so short. So he's coming out of his self-reflective phase, and he starts. Yeah, I think so. There's kind of a feeling like he's missing out on something because you're not there. The Page of Pentacles, learning how to communicate. So it feels like this person's realized that they're being, and it's hard because like sometimes we don't wake up to like our part to play in a relationship until it's like on the rocks. And I think that this person's realized how much more they were at fault for a lot of things that happened in this relationship. They need to communicate more. You're calling your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. And I think that you're going to spend time away on a holiday very soon, and this person will come back after the holiday. Aridi says, will I get my dream modeling contract before the year ends? Will I be moving to South Korea soon? Okay, so will you get, well, the wish fulfillment is definitely there. See a bigger picture, so you might be moving more than one country. I definitely feel like you're getting, yeah, I feel like you will be getting your modeling job. Um, I think though you'll be going to maybe Korea, but I do see you traveling the world, more than one country. So do realize that you might be seeing Korea but not living there. MA says, please HM's Capricorn's feelings. Well, this person's definitely more get up and go. So they're getting up and really trying to work hard in this relationship. There feels like they still they're trying to put in the work in this relationship, but they're also feeling like they're not being listened to. This could be that they're putting in the work, but it might not. They might want some more, like, oh yeah, you're doing a great job. I appreciate everything you do. Worth waiting for divine timing as in work with your love life and attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Universe, what is the deepest feelings of Bido for P Jeswa? Okay. Okay, so there seems to be this bit that this person's bit off more than they can chew with this relationship. There was a tower moment. Things kind of dissolved between you both, but it's time then for you guys to rebuild this connection. The sun, keep your happiness more internal, like bring your happiness inside, because that's the way to shine it out to the world. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to fun to shine, and this situation involves marriage, so there seems to be that case. But do realize that there might have been that kind of tower moment. Maybe you missed it, but it's time to rebuild, bring them closer to you. I'm going very good, Rima. Can I ask if there will be communication from my person, please? If so, when? I feel like they're very distracted. They're hanging right a lot with friends at the moment, Rima. But I feel like they're getting to the point that as soon as the weekend is over, they'll contact you, because I feel like that's the case, and they're very disorganized. So I think Monday they will, but you've got to realize that at the moment there's a lot of distractions around them, and they will contact you on Monday. Because you're on their mind, really. Um, Marcella says, I liked and subscribed. Will Aries and my person Sag ever be together? I think so, because Two of Cups, the full, but the Page of Swords. I think that this person will be together, but at the same time, this person tends to go through their life very quickly, um, without a care in the world. It says free yourself. It's time to take control back in your life. I think this is for you more than the people that you ask about. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there is this weird thing where this person cares about the other. But with this Page of Swords in reverse, then this person, I wouldn't say is completely telling the truth. They also go through life very much without any commitments. Um, and so that's the case where they can be one of those people that doesn't want a commitment even though they really love and care about this person. I think they're just not ready for marriage or that higher commitment yet. That's what I'm feeling from these cards. Adrian, what's your question? Let me know. Or was it a general reading? Sorry guys that it's going very, very fast today, so I'm just going to be picking people from random. Hello, Tina says, can I ask what my next love partner will be like? There feels like they're slightly a little bit more cool or a little bit more cold. That could be because you're a very emotional person, And so therefore sometimes people come across being a little bit colder than you because you tend to be very much in your emotional center all the time. They're going to be one of these people that travels a lot, and they also really like their food. So that I feel like someone that tends to do travel vlogging or, like does a lot of journalism. Someone that tends to be very interesting in life. And so therefore they might not be always available all the time, and that's maybe why you feel that coldness from them. Playfulness, recapture romance, allow your youthful spirit of fun to shine, and past life relationship. You've known each other before, so that could be the connection where you really truly connect. The one thing that I would like to say to you is cups tend to not like being outside their comfort zone. So if you really want to be like bonding with this person, you might have to step out a lot more in your comfort zone. Scorpion says, "Can I get an answer? Does Aries love me or someone else? What is their feelings for me?" Okay, so does Aries love you? There feels like that tower moment with you and this relationship, so they might have let this go. And they also feel like not listened to. You're struggling and winning on this relationship though. So it might be that you guys need to really talk, because I feel like you're seeing this distance, but you don't know what it is. And they're really just going through their life like no care in the world. And you know that there's something wrong. You think it's someone else, but it's not. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. It might be that you're very, you need the closeness of a partner, and that's the case. Unrequited love, there's not enough traction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Um, it might be that there's just not enough compatibility here. But, like the cards say you're struggling and winning, and I definitely feel like you can try and help this relationship, but there's nothing else. And at the moment, I feel like this person doesn't have like the underlying love. I feel like there's a lot of resentment built up, and whether I like it or not, sometimes I did a communication course like a while ago, and the person that ran it was a counselor, and he said, and it was very cute. He said, everyone's heart is like a flower. And over the course of a relationship, every single hurt, every single pain, it kind of closes up, and then it becomes hard as rock. And sometimes people don't talk about things until it's too late. They go to the counselor when it's too late. And they both have very hard hearts because they haven't really talked about that. So there you go. Yes, save your money for rent. Yes. I'm glad that I'm doing these for free. Aspiring Life, new subscriber who's coming for me in love in the near future. I'm glad YouTube's free too. uh, so Aspiring Life, who's coming in for you in love in the near future. Okay, so it seems like a lot of planning in your love life. There's also that you might be focusing on people that don't tend to suit you or suit your way of life. So sometimes that could be the case, is you're not very directed towards who you want to be specifically. There's a feeling of walking away from a lot of things in your life, reinventing your wheel. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is in work with your love life. So it could be just like, don't worry about it, plan, figure out who you want, who would actually suit your life a lot more, and that will give you a little bit more basis of who you really want to come into your life. I hope that helped. Kimberly says, how does Marshall feel about me? I am so sorry that it's taking so long today for us to get through all the readings. Do post again if you haven't already. Okay, so what? Okay, so Kimberly says, what does Marshall feel about me? This person's heart is healing, so they're going through a little bit of a cold phase. Do realize that this is not you. That when we're hurt and when we are dealing with emotional hurt, we can close down. And this is not you. It could just be that they're dealing with something that happened in the past, and they're dealing with that in not a good manner for you to know that you're still very loved. The moon in reverse, they're not caring what other people think about you, so that's a very good sign that they care about you a lot. There's a death card, so I feel like this is resolving. Their heart will be more open in the future towards you. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let your friends help you. So if this person's being a little bit withdrawn or a little bit more colder, it might be time to spend a little bit more time with your friends, just to help them go through the phase of coldness without feeling so bad about it, you know. Um, MD07 says, can I please get career guidance? Currently looking for a job. If so, then is it old job or new job? There's not a lot of prospects at the moment for you. I definitely feel that, MD. Like, there's a lot of cold. Um, yeah, and you're biting a little bit off more than you could chew. So there's a feeling of desperation for you, and I guess I get it. Like, searching for a job is never great. And I can feel like you're very frustrated with it. It's time to like relax, because you're naturally gonna fall into a job. The hangman here is like, you know that there's jobs. Maybe this is what you're actually going to do, is fall back into an old job of yours, because you you will be like, okay, they're hiring, I know what they're like. The moon in reverse, you don't care what other people think about you right now, but it's interesting because there's a lot of things to do. You're good enough. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe you're kind of blocking your progress because you don't feel like so much. A new romantic cycle begins. So there could be something that you like doing that you could get a job with, but you tend to push yourself away from that as well. Nadini says, ma'am, is my childhood time love be worth waiting for? Please clarify it with angel cards. I do see you kind of closing yourself off from a lot of things because you're very focused on this. You're very emotionally attached to this person still. They will care and protect you. It seems like that's the case. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others, and heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. At the moment, there's two minds with this. If you don't get this relationship, you're always going to be wondering what if. But it's kind of a weird thing where I feel like because you're very focused on this person, you're missing the love opportunities around you, and that could be really something that you're going to have to work on. This person does really care and want to protect you, but at the same time, I don't know whether this caring and protection is your, like, a friendship caring and protecting, because there's nothing about like any of the other love cards that are coming up for you. So I hope that helped you. Esmala says, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, other than I'll need a drink in a second, because, you know. Well, obviously water, but, you know. So I would like to know if me and the Taurus will be in a relationship. Do they see me that way? It seems only good things around the corner. Be careful with your approach, because I think you'll have to rethink your approach with this Taurus. It could be that you've come across too strong, and Tauruses tend to be one of those people that's slow to commit because they give quite quick. Like, how would I explain it? Tauruses love very deeply, and if they give people their heart and they happen and it breaks, they tend to be very slow to love again. Um, you're struggling and winning with this relationship, and it seems like you're very connected. This is the feeling of connected by religion, by experiences. Like, you both have quite a lot of things that bring you together, and it feels like you're definitely winning on this. Just maybe go a little bit slower. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. There you go. Happy Child says, hello, is my Gemini organized person at home? What? Or is too much into cleanliness, or just like me, lazy at home? I think if they're too messy, it impacts their mood. They're more they're more organized, because then it does kind of bring them down. But they tend to be very much outside the house a lot of times. So that's how they keep it clean. If they were at home all the time, it would not be clean. It would be quite messy. Um, but they tend to be one of those people that gets to the end of a week or end of a month, and then does the cleaning very quickly. So yeah, um, I hope that helped you. That was a very interesting question. I've never heard that one before. Vibe Hut says, "Will I get a job this month? It's necessary as I have to play many Emmys. Please exist." There's a feeling of getting up and go, and not to stay at home. So it seems like maybe you're playing a lot more online when you have to probably ask a lot more, like, get yourself out. There's also a feeling like you're focusing a lot more on this instead of actually. Sorry guys, I need some water. Um you're focusing on this more than using your normal charm. You're a very charming person, and a very extroverted person, and you're not really letting your friends help you, which they would do in a heartbeat. So I think use your social contacts because you've got a lot of them. It's time to release negativity, so there might have been a pull, like a lot of negativity, which makes sense. You're looking for a job. Believe in the impossible. So if that is that you need this month, believe in it because it should happen and it should come through. Thank you, Yellow Dandelion. If anyone can't see my water bottle, that's my water bottle, guys. It's a lot of water. Um Okay, so Adrian says, "Is love coming in for me soon? Is love coming in for you soon?" There's there's some interest in you. The cards say grow yourself first, and there's a feeling of that you're getting out of something that like a physical stuckness. So I feel like you were stuck possibly physically, and that was affecting your love life. It's time to disconnect from the world. It might be taking time to not be on like dating websites or something if you're actually there. Or maybe taking time to look around you. And I think that you'll be going on holiday. And that's some time that you might be connecting on someone on holiday. That's the weirdest thing is like usually I sit there and go, "Oh yeah, you're going to go on holiday." But it feels like you're going to go on holiday and really connect with someone there. Rupali says, "Does Mayak miss me and think about me if he reaches out in the coming days?" So Rupali. There feels like this person's life has just like kind of exploded. They've walked away from a lot of things, and there's a lot of things for them to consider. So that's why they haven't been reaching out to you recently, is because they've had to deal with a lot of things. Um, and there's a lot of mental struggle there too. And it's actually one of those things that they're getting out of their headspace. So it's like I don't feel like this person's got a lot of time to think about other people. You deserve love, you're lovable. The cards say passion, but it's weird because this person has a lot on their plate. I think if they stopped for a moment, they would miss you, but I don't feel like this person's going to reach out anytime soon because they've got a lot of things. Norman says, "Is my person taking divorce from his ex June? Is he still in contact with her romantically?" Oop, let me scroll up for that. Is or something similar. Okay, is your Norman, is your person taking No, I don't think that he's taken a divorce from his ex, because the death card, so he hasn't let go of that. I don't think that they share much together, because I don't think that there's a feeling like this person's connected to this person other than a piece of paper. So if that makes sense to you. I don't know why they haven't let go of this. Keep your open mind. Okay. It feels like they just think this is a piece of paper, which is not, if anybody knows. But yes, that's it for you. I hope that helped you, Norman. Yellow dandelion, can I ask if my person sees me as attractive? Or in general, how they see me. Okay, so yellow dandelion, I don't know, um, what you would say you are, but there's King of Cups upright, so if you're male, this is you. If you're female, then it's the other person. If you're whatever, it could be you or the other person. King of Cups upright is very emotionally centered, very caring. But if you're female, that means that this person feels seen, understood, emotionally connecting with you. There's a feeling of manifestation, and this feeling of person really connecting and wanting to keep you forever. So emotionally, you are, it's weird because I feel like this person might be more demisexual. So if you don't know anything about that, it's when people actually have a relationship, they fall in love with that person instead of being like love at first sight kind of feeling. Like there's no lust there. There's a attachment, or the lust comes later. Um they would definitely find you attractive, and they know that other people find you attractive. But for them, it's more that you make them feel love. And so therefore for them, the inside is more important than the outside for them. They might even say that to you. So there you go. Okay, Margot says, what are F's thoughts and feelings for me? There's a feeling like this person's heart is full. It's also that they're really not connecting with you personally. And it's because their heart is full. It's weird because, yeah, time apart from your partner's horizon, they might need time to clear their space. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I always get very confused about this because there's no other way that I can read this. I'm not a very religious person, so sometimes like the factors confuse me. Um, but the cards say don't trust your intuition, trust your instincts. The Wheel of Fortune's going to take you where you need to go in life, so trust the process. It could be that this person's just dealing with a lot of things and they haven't let a lot of the connections go that they need to give you enough heart space to come in on your own. True, he's in a cult. Oh, well, the cards, the Wheel of Fortune's like, I'm going to take you somewhere that's much better. Don't date anybody in a cult unless they work for Nando's. A joke. You're very welcome, Margot. Petra says love reading. Okay, at the moment there's a lot of fear-based attachment with when it comes to you. Right now, it might be fear that you're not letting someone go. King of Cups in reverse. A picture, I don't know whether you're male or female. If you're female, there's a person very emotionally dependent on you. If you're male, this means that you're emotionally dependent on someone else. And this could be where the fear is coming from, is that, you know, when we are feeling upset, we tend to, okay, Petra, that means that this person's very emotionally dependent on you. This could be a friend if you're not in a partnership. But there is this fear-based attachment, I feel. Yeah, but the lovers upright, the lovers in reverse means this bond's quite strong, so you should trust that you don't need to be scared of this um relationship dissolving. I don't know. It feels weird because this person feels like they're in a relationship already with you. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. New love. Okay, so this could be the person coming in for you. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now. It's interesting though, because I feel like you're connected to this person. Perfect Lady says, hello, ma'am. What does Muna feel about me? Did he ever love you? Okay, so I feel like this is upright. So the tower, your relationship fell down. I feel like this person really respected you in some ways. So there was like love or respect there. There was a feeling like they you didn't listen to them, and there was a feeling like they didn't manifest this relationship. So overall, they might have not been a great connection where they actually connected on you fundamentally, because I feel like they were blaming you for not listening, but they also kind of created the problems that came with this. Finances in Korea, financial issues were a factor in your love life. And past life relationships, you've known each other before. I feel like he did love you at some point, but yeah, I don't feel like this person actually told you what was going on. Ashi says, hello, may I ask for spirit guidance? Of course you can, Ashi. Okay, there's a life choice that you're not choosing that you need to take on. Queen of Cups upright, so this seems to be someone coming in for you. Queen of Cups, very guiding, nurturing soul. This could be also your spirit guide. Um, so that's the case. They're asking you to connect more with your ancestors, to connect more with where you come from. There's a feeling of disconnect between you and what your ancestors were. I think this is more about you feeling like you're being supported, Ashi. Like they're telling you that you're more supported. You need to just continue on your life journey. Trust that more. But they also want you to connect more with your past as well. M says, hello, how does my person see and feel About me, next action, thanks. Okay, so this person has a fear-based attachment when it comes to you. This person doesn't want you to leave. There's a lot of things that they've walked away from, but I think this is the only, like, the connection that they really want. Ashi, you're very welcome. This connection that they really want to continue, and so they don't want that to leave. The other thing that I would definitely say is they might not see completely the future, so they don't want to always promise things that they can't give you. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. And heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Aldonia says, may I have general? Of course you can, Aldonia. Okay, so Knight of Wands. Yeah, so it seems like you're getting somewhere. Very, very much working towards something. So the Knight of Wands, only good things. Like, there's a lot of opportunities coming in, a lot of new things coming in for you. The other thing that I would definitely say is, at the moment, the universe wants you to stand your own ground. I think that sometimes you say you're too young or you're too unexperienced to do things in life, and the cards want you to be more mature when it comes to handling things, because you can have that opportunity, you just don't think you're ready for it. And the universe is like, I'm gonna throw the stuff at you and you're gonna have to catch it, you know. The love is in reverse, so if you're in a relationship right now, your bond is very, 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 very tight. If you're not, that means that someone's coming in for you that is very close to you, and that will complete you. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So it seems to bring in that passion, bring in that fire. Arena says, hello, love, when will I conceive with the child on my Gemini? Okay, firstly, there's a lot of fear when it comes to that, that you don't get to conceive. There's also magician in reverse. You're not imagining this fully. So it feels like there's a lot of like attachment to this when you don't need to. There's also imagination not in play. You're not imagining being a mom. But that could be just that you might have gone through the process and you're feeling that you don't get that yet. There's a feeling of being more specific, like focusing on the small things. So it might be just focusing on the small things of every day and being grateful. But I don't see like you waiting that long. It seems to be like 2 or 3 months from now, and you will have a baby. Okay, so Poetry Planet says, will I qualify UGC net exam? Will you qualify? It seems like there's a feeling of reevaluating how you approached it. There seems to be two evaluators for you, and one will score you better than the other. It's time to take action. Be more directive. Surrender to divine. So it might be that you're approaching this the wrong way. It could be also that these are not instructors, these are actually other students that can help you out more, because I feel like that's the case. That these people will help you pass the exam. And take time to study, because it seems like maybe you want to spend time with your friends, and that's what's holding you back. Erica says, question 2, please ask the pendulum what month David will reach out to me. What month will your David reach out to you? That's weird. That was being very specific there. So I think second month from now. Will I qualify? I think you will, poetry. Sorry. Like, I was like sitting there going, will you pass? I think you will qualify. You just need to go through the exam. Sorry. Erica, no, 2 months from now, not 7. Wise says pendulum is Daniel in with any other girl currently in a romantic way. Is Daniel? It seems to be a yes. Yes, perhaps. And then a yes again. Means this time not qualify, will qualify later. It feels like you need other people to help you with this. So I think if you're asking about the qualify, will I qualify you do? So the qualify is not bad. The qualify is not bad. You will qualify. You just won't pass. Because you need to ask other people to help you passing it. I don't think you're really needing worried. Yes, to clear the exam. So yes, I think qualify is fine. To clear the exam is different. I think you just have to ask people to help you. Umama says, hello dear, what's coming towards me soon in general? Okay, lots of people coming in for you. Okay, so Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. So it could be that Umama, you're going to be more bonded with someone. So if you're single, someone's coming in for you. If you're on your own, then someone's coming in for you. If you're together, your bond is going to be stronger. There seems to be someone that's coming in for friendship as well. And that you're going to be it could be someone that's helping you work on finances, because Queen of Pentacles is very good with finances. And so they're helping you juggle your finances. So it might not just be a friend, it could be someone that's actually helping you work out finances for you. Anelia said, did R have a relationship that's still not over? They do see more options, so it seems like they are kind of thinking about that. But I think they kind of got over it because I think they're anxious about the future, but only good things are coming in for them. So I think they're continuing um the momentum, and they're really not kind of stopping themselves to go back on their life. So I think they're just moving on with their life. They're kind of giving up a lot of things in the past. ICD says, when will I be in a heartfelt, loving relationship? Single, long time. You're working hard on it. The cards tell me so. The Fool in upright, you shouldn't worry so much. There seems to be a movement, either like moving houses, moving jobs, and that's when you meet someone that's really connected with you. And you might bond over things that, like religion or the background, like you came from the same town, or um, you've got the same background. There's a lot of things that connect you together. Um, and that's where you bring that connection in for you. The cards say don't worry. Like, honestly, you're supposed to just proceed and not worry so much about things. But I think this relationship is going to be really predicted by you moving either houses or jobs. And that will bring you closer to this person. Rose Twilight says, hi, can I have a general? Of course you can. Okay, there's the excitement coming in for you. There's a feeling of like struggling and winning. I feel like there's a connection that you might need to let go of, because this person's a little bit more immature, and they kind of don't understand your boundaries. The Love is in reverse. Your bond either grows or deepens with the person in your life, or there's a love relationship coming in for you. I think this is next year, because I'm feeling like the word "for" is definitely the full months. And little bits of money are coming in for you as well, Rose Twilight. So there you go. Welcome back, Karen. Okay, Keshish says, question 1, will Repreet express his feelings to me in our next meeting in November? I feel like this person's going to be trying to decide where they want to go, because they gave up quite a lot of things and now they've moved. And they might feel like it's too much to give that connection to you if, like, they're not around all the time. The soulmate, this is your soulmate, but love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So from the cards today, I would definitely say no to that question. Love says SF's true intentions and feelings towards you. Well, there's definitely a feeling like trying to connect with you very strongly. Um, but they're holding on to a love relationship that happened in the past. They're also looking around at other options as well. So I don't think that they've decided which ones they want. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Do make yourself harder to connect with because they might find this relationship so easy that they're kind of worried about, like, you know, um that they're not finding it hard enough. It's hard because, like, I'm not saying be hard to get, but I am. um and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. So there you go. I hope that helps. A passionate girl says, Spirit guidance for my love life. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I think the cards are saying be a little bit more less blunt. It probably is because you could be a sign. Pentacles tend to be earth signs, and so therefore you tend to be very blunt. um, so the cards are saying be a little bit more subtle. Only good things are coming in for you. Lots of abundance. You also share a lot. You tend to be a very sharing and caring person. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Hmm. Maybe you're not always seeing, like, people that lie. Like, you tend to see people at face value and not wonder what they actually underneath. And that could be where, like, you're kind of where that goes wrong for you. I think only good things are coming your way, but I think you need to be a little bit more discerning when it comes to people. That's what the cards are saying. And be a little bit more subtle. I hope that helps. Emin says, may I know what Yaman feels for me? Emin and Yaman. I feel like this person feels a little bit old. Mm, they don't like being around your friends or being around people in general. They're actually scared of other people. I feel like this person's very highly introverted. So when it comes to you, they kind of um are more flowy. They tend to not be pinned down quite a lot. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is a work in your love life, and make it effort great. Worth love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I do not see anything about you, actually. This is a very interesting because you don't seem to factor a lot in their life right now. So get to know them a lot more. Dreams Days says, why was a Libra telling me about the other girls? Because they want you to kind of be slightly jealous. They want to play with you and only you. And they, yeah, like, honestly, they're more wanting to be around you and wanting to be more with you. I think it was just like they were trying to see what your reaction was, to be honest. From these cards, that's what I would say. Cause they're really like focused on you. Probably wanted to make you slightly jealous. Divine says, when will I be in a relationship with E? There's a flirtation with this E. Be a little bit more subtle with your feelings, for sure. There's a life choice, so this person has to choose whether they want to be with you. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life, so this could be forcing their hand a little bit more, and give your relationship a chance to work on your partnership. Just keep on going with your very flirtatious connection, and be a little bit more subtle. Don't be too strong. But yeah, I do see them having to decide because someone comes back in your life. Arita says, what is the intentions of Renia? Has Renia towards me? Is he the one? You're very welcome, Divine. Is he the one? This person's not particularly thinking about love. They're juggling love and money. There's also a feeling of them being very thinking about a lot about other people and also being in their own headspace. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is not for you, this is for them. So there's a lot of things that they need to work on. And there's nothing about you in these cards right now. I think they've got to deal with a lot of things on their own. Hey, when will I move to Turkey and when? BB says. I think this is sooner than later. The cards say focus on the present, not on the future. There's also a feeling of being scared about other people. This could be what other people would say if they know that you're moving to Turkey. It's time to release negativity, and a new start is coming. So I feel like it's not that far away. It's next year, and it would be early next year. I feel like you just like pack up and you go to Turkey. Zebahat says, can I get a general reading? A general love reading. Better read that right. General love reading. Your energy is not very directed towards a relationship right now, Sebaha. There's also a feeling of like seeing lots of options. Some of them are not real though. And you're getting out of your headspace, which is good. but you need to focus your energy towards specific things. You deserve love, you're lovable, and pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So it could be that you're not giving people the right impression of you. Hello, Alina. But this is the case where you're getting out of your headspace, and then you could be more specific, because I think at the moment you don't specifically go after what you want in life. This is not just like in love, but in things in general. And you kind of change your mind on things quite a lot. So that's the case. I hope that helped. That teen says, Omar, current feelings and intentions towards me. I feel like this person wants you to listen to them a little bit more. There's also happiness and joy. So this person feels like you radiate happy. They like being around you. But there's the feeling of getting out of somewhere that they were stuck in. And this might be escaping and being less active in your life. I hope, yeah. I always hope that the cards help Sebaha, but thank you. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Those are the words of the romantic angel oracles for you. Samira says, is Baba the one I marry or anyone else new I know? I think that you will marry Baba. It seems like that's the case. You're not bringing anybody else. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So, yes, I would definitely say yes, that. Grace says, question 1, can you please tell me what you see about me and my life? Grace, you need to work a lot more about understanding your finances. There feels like a lot of ignorance around your financial skills or your finances in general, and the cards are saying that. There's also a feeling that you're approaching life in a wrong manner. In the past, it's made you a little bit more angry in the past. I think you're learning a lot more about how to approach life in general, and I feel like this part of your life is ended for you. The Lovers in reverse, you either have a very deep bond or a bond is coming in for you. That's very, very deep and very, like, this is like a very existing love. It's like the old love where you've known each other forever. So there's that deep bond. Your commitment is being tested. The universe is testing you in some way. And don't let your past hold you back. So there you go for you. Julia, you can, but it is going to be whoever I can pick out as quick as I can. Sad Soul says, "Do you see me in with Edwin in the future or anyone else?" There's new love coming in for you. There's also heartbreak, so I do feel like someone like if you're asking about Edwin and they have kind of given up, you're very welcome, Grace. Um, there's heartbreak in the cards for you, but that doesn't mean that only like new love's coming in. I think that you're very focused on yourself right now, which is a good thing. Heart to heart conversations honestly discuss your feelings with each other, so I feel like there's new loves coming in for you. And you deserve love, you are lovable. Ada says, "What kind of girl does Libra take me for?" What kind of girl does he take you for, Ada? It feels like this is interesting because you have King of Swords and Queen of Cups. So this is like my partner but reversed. This is very much a traditional masculine plus a traditional feminine. So the feminine aspect is the caring warmth, the very mothering and nurturing energy. You aren't really always comfortable getting outside your comfort zone, and you like or prefer to be at home more. Um, so that's the case. King of Swords upright, he tends to be more in control. He would be more the traditional male, like you say it, I, you do it kind of thing. But then he'll be more of a leadership quality and he can be quite charismatic. There's a feeling like you tend to be a more detailed person and he sees you a bigger picture. So that can be what's holding you guys back in a relationship is you tend to pick up the small things. He tends to see the bigger things. But there you go. And so Queen of Cups tends to be the person that I would say a lot of guys want to marry because they're the caring and nurturing type. But, I'm a woman, How do I know what guys like? Quills and Quotes says, question 1, is MC the one? Will he be my spouse? There's flirtation here. I would definitely feel so because I feel like you guys are moving together. So the love is in reverse. A very deep bond here. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This could be for both of you. And it's time to take back control of your life, free yourself. So it might be time to work on things that you guys have not been working on. And also healing family issues helps you guys not to bring those things back in your relationships. Because we tend to be a carbon copy of our parents, which is never great. Sammy says, "Please, ma'am, is that person in my mind waiting for me now or likes me?" There is fear that this person doesn't like you. I feel like the reverse is true, though. You're a very happy person, and that person's noticed it and wants to be part of your life. There is a feeling of resistance, though, for this person. They don't know how to approach this. They're worried about what other people say about this, and stuff like that. And yeah, so it feels like this person doesn't want to let you go, but they're going to be very slow to approach you. SK says, what does Jaya Chawa thinking about me? Well, there's definitely that love card coming back out for you. There's Queen of Wands upright and Justice reversed. So this person notices that you're very hard on yourself. You think very mean thoughts about yourself. They notice. Queen of Wands, you're very passionate in nature. You're very extroverted. You like being around other people. And the Lovers in reverse, your bond is very strong with this person. Very much, they're very much in love with you. Sad Soul says, do I know this new love person already? No, I think no, because when you get this new person, they will offer you like their love or their romantic feelings for you. But I think this is in spring or more celebration in order. So you might meet them at a celebration and you might get introduced to them, but it's either spring or is celebration. It could be both, you know. But yeah, there's a new person coming in for you. Rose Twilight says, can I ask who this person is that I might have to let go of, please? Okay, so this person doesn't always be able to communicate very well with you. There's also a feeling like they save up a lot of the bad things that happen between you guys. And that's one thing that I would definitely say to you. They're also King of Wands. So this is a masculine figure that's very much focused on you, like very much like interested in you. This could be an ex, to be honest, because I'm feeling that kind of like they want you, but they also tend to make you feel less about yourself, if that makes sense. I hope that helped you, because I'm very confused about them too. Madisha says weekend reading and moonology cards. Okay, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Empress. Ooh. This is interesting because it's time for your love life on the weekend. So if you're in a relationship right now, it could be that you're going to have or try to have kids on the weekend. It might be successful. Either that or it's creative endeavors. Because the Empress has two meanings: either birth of creativity or birth of an actual human. Um, and that can be something like pregnancy. So it seems like a really interesting, yeah, maybe just like the creative endeavors, you'll find someone, um, on the weekend to share creative thoughts together. Fiery climax approaches. Woohoo! Interesting, okay? I'm even blushing. Okay. A time to give rather than take. Very interesting weekend for you. Shoulder shimmy. maybe some dance classes coming up. I have no idea. Let me know how your weekend goes, because well, the cards, I would definitely feel like it's interesting. Hello, Sarah. What is my ex feels and intentions towards me now? We have no contact and he's in bad karma because he hurt me. Which ex, Sarah? Because there's two of them. There's another one. Dear Lord. There's three here. They're all, it's like two of them are very interested in you still, and the last one is very much interested in money. But nothing's coming in. So this could be your ex that you're talking about. But all of them would feel excitement because you contacted them. So, yeah. I don't think there's any intentions towards this person, and I would definitely feel like that's your last ex. It's weird because these two are like very focused on you. So, I'm sorry that there's three here, because it's either that or this person keeps on switching. They could switch between things, but I feel like they're three different people. Alina says, question one, please. I'm torn between staying with my parents in my home country because as they're old, or applying for a PhD in Canada. Can you please tell me which one's better for all of us? Thank you, Karen, for that. Okay, so if you stay at home, there's someone that can care for your parents. It's not like you need to do that alone, but it'll be emotionally draining on you. You would find someone that you really love though, so it doesn't seem like a bad thing. If you were studying in Canada, there's more distractions. There's more like you would celebrate though. There's celebrations in order if you move. There's also temptations, so you would get a little bit more distracted, a little bit more tempted by the things around you. But I think that you would connect with yourself very much more creativity. But it's hard because there's no bit where I think you'll completely be bad. But I think this is not about you. Well, it's more about you than your parents. And I don't think you need to worry about your parents as much as you think they are. Like you need to. Because I think this person's going to take care of them anyway. So this is a male. So this could be a family friend or something. Nikita, where's your question, hon? Hey again, says Hannah. Can I please ask for a general question? Okay. Nikita, your next one. Okay, my love. Okay, so Hannah says, can I ask for a general love reading? You are working very hard on love. Nothing's coming in for you yet, but the cards are saying don't worry, just like go with the flow, be a little bit more flowing. So just passively go through life because the universe has got your back. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. Alina, you can go back in time. Nikitha says, question 1, Yogesh feelings and next actions towards me. Okay, so there's happiness when you're around, but this person's not manifesting anything with you, even though they're anxious about the future with you and everything's going to turn out good. So there's a slow burn on this relationship. This person hasn't really thought about like how they're going to be together with you like long term, but they really want you to be there. Keep optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That might be why he's not committed to you. Or really working towards like that kind of bit. Angela says, I'm single, open-minded. I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone. I would love a love reading. Okay, so it seems like let go of control over this and allow this to naturally happen for you. There feels like you're mostly letting this dictate a lot of how you feel or how you deal with things every day, and this is creating issues when it comes to love. But only prosperity and abundance is coming in for you as well. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it might be that you're thinking about love way too much and you're focusing on it way too much. And so therefore sometimes when we focus on other things, when we kind of focus on something else in our life, that the other thing resolves itself. So I hope that helps you. I always find that as soon as I focus on something else, like it's like if I stop focusing on money, money comes in. It just does, and I'm like, okay, so do I just wait for it to happen again? You know? So Lily says, question 1, does S have romantic feelings towards you? It definitely gets distracted by you quite quickly. And yes, I would definitely say so to that romantic feelings. Though he's scared. Scared and withdrawn. So it feels like he forgets himself. He does chase you quite a lot with the romantic feeling side, but then when he realizes the mistake, he withdraws. There's someone wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It could be that it's not deception, it's more that he's pretending to be more of an extroverted person than an introverted person. And this is your soulmate, so this is one of the soulmates for you. Sukriti says, is Shrey right for me? Will we marry in the distant future? Okay, so there's a lot of self-reflection right now. And you're being very emotionally like drawn into this. This is a very important for you. Finances and career are a factor in your love life right now, and engagement. So it seems like yes, you will get engaged to this person. Do you realize that it seems like everything's going to be going good for you both? But because it seems like money's an issue, um, that it's going to take a while for these things to resolve and you get married together because whether you like it or not, finances what was it? Finances are number one in the reason for divorce. And like one of the number one arguments that couples have. And if you resolve all these money issues, that's what I would say is going to be resolved. Bubble says, can I surprise and impress MP? I was going to say Bubble, toil and trouble, but are you trouble? I don't know. I would say yes with Bubble, wink, wink. Um, so I think the thing is, don't worry about surprising them because I can I be honest, you might be really bad with surprises. Um, because you always like sit there and go, yes, like here you go, here's your gift. It's a surprise, but it's a gift. It's a surprise. Um, they're going to find it cute and adorable anyway. Um, whether you wrap it or not or something like that. Page of Wands. It seems like you're very adventurous, so you can bring some of the adventure towards them, and they will feel loved anyway. I am going to be ending it in about 40-50 minutes. Um, so more than 30 minutes, Karen. So let's say 40, because I will be tired. I will be pulling myself off to sleep. But I think that you'll be fine with this bubble. Selfie, can I put that to the um pendulum because it's better with numbers? Uh, Jose, Jose, John Charles loves me despite all troubles. Yes, I think this person does love you quite a lot. They're in their headspace right now, so it seems like at the moment you might not get them out of their headspace. Let your friends help you, ask and accept support from others. And codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. But I feel like this person loves you just because it feels like they really care about you. Okay, so Jacqueline says, hello, Cass. May I please know what I should worry about since Zach has been distant towards you? It feels like you are very much overcrowding him because you can be a very strong person. And yeah, this is kind of creating that kind of space. But it is financial because they're juggling a lot of their life right now. Less money is coming in. So that's the case with them, is like less money. They're worried about that. It's also the choices that they have in life because they're coming up to a crossroad in their life and they have to choose where to go with that. So I think it's just like wondering about like eating, sleeping, you know, like a lot of their issues, you know. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So there's like unrequited love, but it might be, as I said, financial issues. It might be that they're working on something, Jacqueline, that's taking up all their time, but it's not paying them, you know, as much. And so therefore it's kind of fizzling out. That's what I would say from that romantic angels card. Um, pendulums. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so when will I conceive with my second child? The same month. Ooh, it's like 3 months from now. It's like in the middle there. Yeah. You gonna pick up anywhere else? No, it's definitely like a 2.5 to 3 months from now. Are you going to have twins though? Ooh, saying yes to that. So, and it's feeling very strongly so. So, there you go. I hope that helps you. Bojana, darling, is my ex and going to contact me soon. I am blocked. I think this person's heart is healing, but I don't feel like they're going to contact you soon because they're in their own headspace. And it feels like they're not directed towards you. So I don't think so. No. You're very welcome, Salford. Misha says, how will be my next 4 months going through depression? That's not that's not great to hear. I'm sorry about that. Um, will I be able to overcome them? The cards say yes, but they also give you advice for that. So there seems to be a tower moment where either a very strong relationship or your romantic relationship fell down, and there's a chance to recover that, to rebuild that. You're actually getting out of your mental struggles, so your mind is not going to be struggling with you anymore. There's a feeling of being cared and protected. There's other people around you that want to care and protect you. So it feels like there's a lot of people that are going to really look after you. The sun in reverse is to actually focus on yourself first, to bring your happiness to you first before sharing it with other people. You tend to give your happiness away, and that seems to be the case where you really focus on that, and then you don't have enough happiness for yourself. Your cup is never full, it's always empty because you give happiness away to other people. Okay. Right. Renew. Where? I've got my angel numbers here. Why are you seeing 1111 everywhere? Okay, is it time? I think it's time. Sorry, it's at the front of the book. Not. That's giving me. You are one with the God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love to the world. There you go. Renan, is Hasma the Virgin going to call me Ryan Capricorn soon? There feels like a lot of fear towards this, and you seem to be very focused on this. But I do see them calling very soon. Relax a lot more than you have been, because I feel like you're really focusing on that. I feel like next week, a little bit more closer to like the weekend for you, but they will contact you very soon. So I hope that helps you, Rayan. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna have a drink of water because I'm starting to feel it. It's the problem speaking so fast. Shubari says, will I be in a romantic relationship with Raymir? I feel yes to these cards. I don't see like they even like feel like they want to start a family with you. Which don't feel like this is creepy. Sometimes like people really go, "Oh yeah, they would be quite good as a family." You know, you're also very happy, very um joyous, so that's what they've got from you. Okay, so Janu says, anybody from your past want to come back to life? Want to come back in love? I'm going to do a pendulum reading because this actually has all these star signs on them, and it's easier for me to do that. Okay, so Janu says, anybody coming back from your past? So it says yes to that. And what star sign are they? It seems like it's Aries. Yeah, I'm not feeling any pull. Let me double check. It might be an air sign because it's not pulling Aries or Sagittarius. It's only pulling me between those two. Happy Diwali! Happy Diwali to you too! I don't have any lamps, unfortunately. I'm trying to explain to my other half that we need a Christmas tree for Christmas and lights, and he doesn't understand it. It's funny when we actually because we celebrate Chinese New Year and we celebrate Mid Autumn Festival, but then we don't have a tree for Christmas. It's funny. It's really funny. Monet says, can I have insight in November? Insight on November. There is a death cycle. So don't worry. Like, a lot of people sit there and go, death card. Maybe this should be called a rebirth card. But you're holding on to a cycle that you need to let go of. because you keep on repeating it. And if this is the case, then November is the same. Diwali is the festival of lights. Who is that for? Lakshmi? I can't remember which goddess it's for. Star in reverse is grow yourself first. The chariot is there's going to be possibly a move, a job or house. There's some movement involved. There's excitement as well. So it seems like you've got a lot of things coming in for you in October. Mahima says, "Will I pass the UPC exam in 2023?" I feel no, but I think the cards are trying to explain why is that you are quite young, maybe young-minded. So that's the case. It might be that you're not really focused. There's a feeling of being more focused on the future instead of the present, and there's a lot more options out there. So it could be that you're not seeking the options that you need to. So when it comes to that, you haven't really thought about what else you want to work on, and the cards are saying at the present moment, focus on the present and not worry about this exam so much. I hope that helps. Rayan, I did answer you, and I said yes, they will contact you sometime closer to Thursday or Friday next week. Fatin says, question, will Osman and I going to be in a relationship? There's temptation here, but I don't think you guys will be in a relationship. There's a feeling like this person's going to move on, or they're moving jobs, or they're moving away. And so, therefore, I don't feel like you guys are going to be together from these. You're very welcome. And Norman says, will I have a family with children with your with Edwin in the future? Okay, so it feels like you might be approaching having kids in the future. There might be a feeling like other people telling you what to do about having kids. It it feels like there's a lot of societal expectations for you. You and your loved ones are safe and have faith in your dreams. So I do see like you working on having kids. I don't know how many kids you're going to have, but like it is a process and it might take a while for you guys to have kids. Norman. I'm going well, LH. Yes, I would say with Edwin. You're very welcome, Fatin. LH says, question one, what was CD's thoughts when he saw me today? There was a lot of negative self-talk. He's also not knowing what to say or what to do. You were very radiant today. Like something that you were wearing or something, like I feel like flowing or fluttering. There was something that was really pretty. And so therefore this person didn't know what to say to you. You're very show-stopping today. Very radiant. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Also, they were very tempted by you. So they were trying to hide that because it was underneath, but you know. Julia, do please post again. Unfortunately, it's 26 minutes until the end of the stream, so please put down your questions again. Nina says, "What are Adrian's current thoughts of me?" You are a very distracting person. You also tend to go through life without a care in the world, and they tend to be very worried or focused about money right now, Nina. And you seem to be a very lucky person. They noticed that about it. So, they're kind of a little bit jealous, but they also see you being very distracting because you have quite a opposite energy to them. Kindness always says hi. What does the manager with PTV think or feel about me after my interview today? They could be very harsh about your interview. There was something that they really wanted from you that you didn't say. They will still offer you the job or something, but it was maybe that you didn't have the same experience as what they wanted, even though they're gonna offer you the job. And also, it seems like you are going to be good at this job, so I feel like that's the case. Okay, Julia, can I do this by pendulum? Because that would probably be the quickest way for me to do this for you. BLW says, "Hi, Scorpio female here. Is this new guy someone that I should pursue?" There's a feeling like you're holding on to someone from your past. And you should be more playful with him. And this could involve an engagement. So it seems like yes to that, even though you should possibly let the person go in your past because that's holding you down to this. But a probable engagement and actually having kids. So okay, so Julia says question 1, a sign of the person. Okay, so what is the sign of that person? It's like it could be Capricorn or Sagittarius because that's the only one that's pulling it over here. Okay, so is there initials at the start of the alphabet? Yeah, so there's no second initials at the end of the alphabet. Okay, so no. So it's like one of those weird names where they're almost the same kind of like last name, first name initials. So is it like CC? Like is there something like a AC or CC is coming to mind? here. It's a weird, because it's like the same thing. Their last name and their first name are oddly similar. M Lords is question 1, work to the end of the year. Well, there's excitement, so you're probably going to get bonuses. Or someone really loves you at work, so if that might be your office romance, but it might be like just like finding someone that's really loving what you're doing. Knight of Cups in reverse, you're getting out of your headspace. There's a little bit more distractions around you at the end of like work for the end of the year. New romantic cycle begins, so it might be a romance instead of friendship. Bring love into the situation, so it might be bringing love back into your work, and that could be just like connecting with that. Julia, if possible, the first and last name. So it's like AC or CC. Like obviously I'm going to be doing initials, not the real, like the full name, because I don't think that I could do that tonight. I'm far too tired. Kindness always, I did your message. I think you missed it. So they felt like you didn't have all the experience, but they still want to offer you the job and you'd be very good at the job. So that's the interview. Okay. Navia says, what are G's next actions? Oh no. I said Navia and then I said M's current feelings. Dear Lord. I read Gayutri's instead. This is for... You're very welcome. I might have had to say it louder. What is M's current feelings? They're feeling slight upset, or maybe you're very welcome. Upset, or how would I explain it? A little bit of resentment. It might be because they're dealing with something really tough right now. Because I see that they're walking away from a lot of things in their life, and that's causing them a lot of like frustration. They do want to speak to you about it, but you know they're dealing with that as well. And there's a lot of offerings, so that they're offering their heart or offering their emotions towards you. So maybe it's not like you don't listen to them, it might be more like what they're not saying. So I hope that helps you. Okay, so Sarah says, any witches, any messages from the witches of Salem, please. They're saying that you've bewitched quite a lot of guys, actually too, and that you should moderate the flow of the energy that comes in for you, you know, because it seems like you haven't got that in moderation yet. Manu says, hi ma'am, when will I travel aboard? Not anytime soon. It seems like you get distracted. You might be spending money a lot, and so therefore you haven't traveled anytime soon. I do see you taking a break and going towards the sun though. So fiery climax approaches, so definitely taking time. There's also a new romantic cycle that begins. So I would definitely say save your money, don't get distracted, and then take yourself on a lovely trip to the sun. A Gemini. That's weird because it said Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Um, but it's interesting. Don't know. Maybe it was thinking two people because it's I was like CC or AC. Um. What advice or guidance for what BLW? Was there any specific advice or guidance? It says, does Gemini's family is stopping him coming towards me? Will I meet them ever? Will they like me? I feel like this person is a little bit scared of their family. Um, and so therefore they might not like you because you're very um extroverted and they tend to be a lot more reserved, which will mean that you will have to get out of your self reflection and be a little bit more like reserved as well, which might be good for you. But overall, he's scared of his family because he knows how sometimes mean they could be. They don't mean to be mean, but they tend to be like that. Okay, so BLW, you want guidance for life and love. Okay, so the cards say to juggle your well, it can be like finances, but it seems to be that at the moment you're not juggling, you're letting the balls fall to the ground. So juggling between life and like love and finances, you need to kind of juggle a lot of your finances, keep them moving. Queen of Cups seems to be coming in for you, BLW, or tap into the very caring, the very nurturing aspect of yourself. Ace of Wands is like you are approaching something that you want in the wrong way. And you should work a lot more with like stepping back, seeing where you're going, seeing where that's moving towards, and then work more towards that. There's also someone that cares about you very deeply. This could be someone that's going to mentor you or teach you a lot of things about life. That's coming in for you soon. Okay, so okay. Rebecca Reneka, sorry. Renica. Um, will I go to BVI soon? Hey, thank you. Oh wow, I've never seen like someone that's done tarot and a real estate business. That must be interesting. So Reneka, this is you going to BVI soon? Well, there's excitement and kind of abundance and getting what you want. So yes, there might be someone that's not happy about that, but I do see you going. But it might be that your other half is not so happy that you're going to be going on holiday. I think it's holiday. But yeah, you're going to be going and doing this very soon. Okay, so Emerald says, when is my second book be published? It seems like you're approaching this the wrong way, and that's why you're mentally struggling with this. Also, there seems to be a lacking of creativity in your second book that's kind of holding it down. It might just need a new page, like not a page, but a new book cover, I think. Luck is on your side and a win-win for outcome is forecast. So it's just going to take a little bit while for this to be the case. I would say by the end of the year, but they will come back and they want a re-edit and maybe a different cover on it, because I feel like they want it to have a different thing. Okay, so Zaria says, when will I be pregnant with Devante Washington's child? Just want to see what the cards say. Well, there's excitement, so I feel like you will have a child soon or conceive soon. Not, because like having a child is a little bit longer. There's something about like holding on to the past for you that's going to make this harder when you conceive. So do you realize that that might be something that you need to let go of? From the cards, it's sooner than I expected to be. So it could be less than like 2 months from now. It feels like very, very soon, but it's also the death card's kind of one of those things that I feel like there's something to let go of. Gregory says, my crush's current feelings for me. You're definitely a rebel. You like breaking the mold. You also tend to let people go if they aren't the right fit for you, and you also seem to be very dramatic. That's what I would say. They notice you. You are very noticeable, even though you don't tend to notice that a lot. And you, yeah, I don't know. You can sometimes come across as being a little bit unapproachable. I think that's because you tend to worry about what other people think about you, so that you tend to push them away a lot too. This person really wants to know a lot more about you because you tend to be a little bit more mysterious. Smita says, Jatin's current feelings for me, please. It feels like they're still really holding on to you. Feels like a lot of this relationship you might have said is over, or kind of working on it. Because there's death cards, so it feels like they're holding on to you and they don't want to let go. There's a feeling like they don't know whether they want to always be around you, or things. And that's what's holding you back, this person from really expressing what they want around you. Daria says, I need to let go of some eating habits and a person. Oh. So you were very specific about what you need to let go of. That's good. I was wondering, like, the death card in reverse was very specific. You're very welcome. Arjun says, my person E took any readings from on me recently. What did he come? Did my person E take any readings on me recently? What did he come to me? What do you mean, come to me? Why did he come to you? Zaria, it's usually a couple of questions. Tonight, that's the case. Arjun come to know. What did he come to know? That sometimes you're, well, you tend to be a good saver. You tend to be liking controlling the aspects of finances. You tend to be very good at controlling money. You know exactly what to do. You tend to be more a practical person, pragmatic, and you like the finer things in life. You could possibly be Earth um based zodiac sign because they tend to like the finer things in life. Um the tarot reader said that you might be a little bit more emotional in nature, and you tend to be a little bit more like letting your emotions run away with you. There's also a feeling like you are cute, adorable. You like being cared for. So that's the case where I would definitely feel like you you have to sometimes be more emotionally mature, because that's the case when it comes to your relationships. But other than that, that's all he learned from that. So yes, I feel like he did get a reading on you. Breezy says, hello, may I ask what Jackie's current feelings towards me? We're not together nor communicating. She's kind of scared about you. Like, she's hiding away. This could be about other people as well. Like, it just means scared of people, but usually, like, normally around other people as well. There's flirtation and the lovers in reverse. This person still loves you a lot. And they do want you to contact them. It's weird because there's that flirtation, so this person might be really thinking about things in the past that went right with this relationship, because that's important to them. And Jolly says, how does Jay see me as a person? You are very quick to let go of things that are not serving you. You tend to be locked up quite a lot in your head, and in your own box about things. So you tend to be very obsessive when it comes to certain things within your box. Um, they see your heart is healing, so they're like, maybe you're quite obsessive when it comes to things because you still need to heal a lot. And then justice and upright, you have a fair understanding of who you are as a person. So I hope that helped you. Daria says, is Devante Washington going to marry me? The cards they keep not don't focus on the future, focus on the present moment. Justice upright, you have a fair understanding of what this person would want. And it seems like they have to decide if they're wanting this or they want to walk away from it. But they're proceeding through their life, and if you're part of it, they'll naturally be like carrying you with them. So it feels like this person's not questioned whether they want you in their life. Like you're just going with that. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart and receive the highest energy of all. And this is interesting because this seems to be something for you. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Goddess says, question 1. What is my future person's initials or zodiac sign? Well, as soon as I unlock the pendulum, I'll ask the zodiac sign. So, there's definitely a Leo pill. Is that the right one? Yeah, I feel like it's a pull to Leo. I definitely feel like the first. You're very welcome, Zaria. Your first initial would be like it's either first or second is a W. And either their first or second is a R. But I feel like that's their first name or second name is R. And the last or first name is W. So it's either first or second name is R, but their first or last name is W. There you go. Old Soul says Aries feelings for me. You're definitely you definitely know a lot about money and you're very proficient. You know exactly what you're doing in life. And you know what you want and you go out and get it. Um Old Soul. And it seems like they're struggling and they're winning on this relationship. But you're so amazing that they're like a little bit off-putted by that. Like you're very cool, very awesome person. Maybe not cool, but yeah, I feel like cool is the right word for me to say. Okay, so Princess says, when will I meet that Aries and when. It's going to take you a while because it seems like there's a lot of choices or decisions in your life to make. You tend to get very distracted when it comes to love. And you've got to decide whether you want a family or not. That's the case. Knight of Cups. You're getting out of your headspace. You just need to remain strong, and this connection will come to you. I think next summer, based on this, the sun here, so okay, Gayatri says, "You're very welcome, princess. What will be BG's next actions towards me, please?" Honestly, there's abundance and prosperity here, so this person feels like their life is very full because you've come into their life. This can mean that they want to build a household with you. They want to have that ability to create a life with you. So it seems like a very strong connection here for them. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, but this might be your red flags. So let go of control issues. So that can be the case, is like you're controlling it way too much. Hello, Echo. Allow this situation to unfold naturally, is the romantic angels. Okay, so divine soul is my person's moon sign, Aquarius or Aries. I will just ask the pendulum because it's easier. Is the person's sign Aries? So that's a no to that. Is it Aquarius? So yes, it's Aquarius for you. Thank you, LG. What's your question? Shashmita says, what is going on in Chatin's life? There's a lot of non-options for this person. There's celebrations coming in for him, but that's it. Divine Soul, that is their moon sign, yes. Jatin's life, he's very focused on you though. So that's the case. Hello, Empress, how are you? Aritu says, will I meet Meher next month? I think so. Based on this, yes. Heather says, is my next move supported by the universe and is my divine counterpart there? I think that your move is definitely supported by the universe. I think your divine partner's not there. There's like the universe says, don't worry, don't get too fearful. It seems like you need to be focusing more on the present than the future, but it seems like you should just approach life and do it with your all, and just keep on focusing towards something. You're very welcome. That's okay, Karen. We're going to be finishing up soon. What's your question today, Karen? If you had a question today. Empress says, what sign is coming towards me for a romantic relationship? Okay, so it is a water sign for sure. Let me ask. So, who's coming towards you? Is it Aquarius? It's interesting. Could be a Scorpio, but that's a weird thing. It's more a water-based sign, I feel, because you got 2 cups coming up, so I would definitely feel like water. So it's another water. Ah, okay. So, like, that's interesting because I was like, there's gotta be water and it's coming towards. So it's another Scorpio? Okay, right? I'm with the Scorpio. It's an interesting, interesting thing for sure. Kay says, when will someone come in my life and what will his initials be? I do feel like he's a John somehow. John. Last name's M? I can't do another Scorpio. What if he's a nice Scorpio? Well, it's like, honestly, it's like water sign and then it's pointed as Scorpio. Okay, yeah, so John M. I think John M. 2 months from now, but you're going to have a very strong connection with this person for sure. I I am going to finish up tonight because I am past the witching hour. I'm now a little pumpkin, but I should be back tomorrow. I say that. Venmo? No, unfortunately, LG, I don't have Venmo. I do have Ko-fi if you want to do it through there. But let me know because I'm going to be closer to streaming and super chat. And so therefore that will be easier for me. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm hoping, no promises. I'm hoping to be back tomorrow for streaming. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys. Love you a lot. Bye.